Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Breezy, and this is Truth Hurts Boxing. And it's been announced Anthony Joshua's next opponent is his mandatory for the IBF title in Kubrat Pulev. Kubrat Pulev, I think it is. I know it's Pulev, so I always get the first name wrong. So it's going to be on the 20th of June, and it's going to be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Absolutely brilliant stadium, absolutely huge. So modern, only just been built. And it's obviously going to get a packed house. It's an Anthony Joshua fight. And for me, this is a quite tasty fight. This guy's only lost once, that was to Klitschko, got knocked out. But noticeable wins. I mean, he's beaten Derek Chisora, split decision. He's beaten Samuel Peter. He's beaten Hughie Fury. So not like the who's who of boxing, but you know, he's been with some like tidy cats. And at the end of the day, if you beat Derek Chisora, you know you was in a fight as well, and that was a very good fight. It was a split decision, but he still beat him. So it's an interesting fight. Very much expect Anthony Joshua to walk through this one and probably knock him out around about the 8th or 9th. I don't think that he brings the same sort of speed that Andy Ruiz brought, and obviously being a lot smaller, Andy Ruiz, he kind of shocked Anthony Joshua. So I think with Pulev, I think he's more of like your European type heavyweights, so his fundamentals are good. He's good jab, good straight, good hooks. He's pretty good and pretty much everything, but he's not great at anything. So I think that works right into Anthony Joshua's hand, and I also think that this is where I think he'll want to show the fans that, okay, against Andrew Ruiz, he just wanted to get the job done, but that knockout power is still there, and he's not afraid to go in for the kill when he smells a little bit of blood. So it's a great fight. As you've probably been hearing with Deontay Wilder, he's decided to go for the third fight, and at the end of the day, fair play. He's decided that, you know, he can go for the third fight and not need another tune-up fight. It's kind of like what Anthony Joshua did, the same sort of thing. He had a rematch clause in, and everyone was telling him not to do it, and then he came back and done something. The only difference is Wilder's against the Gypsy King, and he's not against Andy Ruiz. But back to Joshua, I'm not too sure what's going to happen, because not with the fight, I think he's going to beat Pulev, but I know that he's got Usyk's the mandatory for the WBO, as long as he gets past Derek Chisora. It still hasn't been announced officially, but I'm sure that's 100% the fight. And I think if that is his mandatory, then I can't see the Fury fight happening after that either, unless they're looking to pay Usyk step aside money as well. All being well, obviously from a British standpoint, what everyone will want is Fury to obviously win the rematch, and then Joshua to beat Pulev, and then Usyk to step aside. But as we've seen, the Fury fight hasn't been made straight away. Wilder was well within his right to go straight for the rematch. And is Usyk really going to look to walk away when he could go for 4 of the 5 belts? So yeah, it might actually be next year that we're looking for the Joshua and Fury fight. I got a little bit excited, thinking of different ways where Wilder could potentially step aside and still gain from it, as well as us guys being able to see Britain versus Britain for all the titles. What I will say is that Pulev will bring his own dangers, though. This is what Anthony Joshua's got to worry about, because he is quite straight up, but at the end of the day, he does hit pretty hard, and he's just got good boxing fundamentals as well. So I very much expect Anthony Joshua to look good in this fight, but the worry is you just never know, and what a setback that would be if he was to lose again. It would be absolutely huge, and I don't think he's going to allow it to do it, especially in his hometown of London. I say hometown, but in his home city. Don't think it's his hometown, but it's his home city. In front of like what, 60,000 people. So I can't see. I can see him definitely winning. I think it's a good fight for him. Obviously, they want the unification fight, but sometimes this is what you got to do. You got to fight your mandatory, get your mandatory out of the way, and yeah. So the summer, as it stands, is Anthony Joshua on the 20th of June, and then potentially penciled in is Wilder Fury on the 18th of July, but that's penciled in at the moment. So yeah, I'm on to the next one, guys. It's looking good again for the heavyweight scene, and I'll catch you guys later. See you later.